Childhood Patch. You spawn into the world with default settings. No custom build, no gear, just raw code, inherited from the people who logged in before you. Some of them pass down blessings, bedtime routines, love spoken clearly. Others pass down bugs, anger in silence, fear disguised as discipline, love measured in approval points. But you don't know the difference yet. You're just clicking through the first quests. You learn fast, because you have to. Cry equals attention. Silence equals safety. Perform equals praise. You think your quirks are yours, but they're patch notes you never agreed to. Anxious attachment, people-pleasing, perfectionism. They're carryovers from previous builds. You didn't write the code, but now you're running it. That's the paradox of the childhood patch. You don't choose your launch conditions, but you inherit all the lag, the hidden commands, and the autopilot scripts. Adolescence Patch, Identity Expansion Pack. The update installs overnight. Suddenly, everything glitches. Your voice changes mid-sentence.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Your skin forgets how to render. Your emotions start lagging behind your actions, and no one sent you patch notes. Welcome to the Identity Expansion Pack, 13.0 Beta. Everything feels unstable, because it is. New features unlocked, crushes, shame, rebellion. It's the first time you notice you're playing the game differently than your parents. You start testing the edges of your character build. What clothes feel right, what labels stick, what music makes your heartbeat align with something bigger. You try out new social mods, sarcasm, detachment, overconfidence. Some crash your system, others get you invited into co-op modes. Friendships built on glitchy, beautiful trial and error. You fail quests you didn't understand. You ace missions you thought were jokes. You spend more time customizing your avatar than exploring the world. Adolescence is chaotic, not because it's broken, but because it's open world. No map, just momentum, no instructions, just instinct. Every choice rewrites your memory database. This patch doesn't define you, it just breaks enough to make you start debugging who you want to be. Early Adulthood Patch. The patch loads slowly, so slow you don't notice it until it's live. Suddenly, the UI is cluttered with new systems, taxes, utilities, emails. Your quest log multiplies overnight. Rent, resumes, and random breakdowns labeled mood. No tutorial, just pressure. You spend your first year thinking, is this it? While microwaving leftovers and Googling how to be a functioning adult. This patch adds fatigue debuffs that stack. Every decision feels like a side quest with moral consequences. Stay in and save money, or go out and feel human. Apply for that job, or risk creative freedom, sleep, or doom scroll. You try to min-max your energy, but the economy is brutal. Turns out, adulthood has its own invisible currency: time, attention, peace. You gain new stats, budgeting, boundary setting, pretending you're fine. But it's not glamorous. You stop chasing XP and start chasing stability. Some days, that looks like showing up on time. Other days, it's just remembering to drink water before noon. No one congratulates you for surviving this update. Just the quiet realization that you're still standing, not thriving, not broken, just patched enough to keep playing. Career and Ambition Patch. You thought it would be a linear quest. Work hard, get rewarded, level up. But this patch rewrites the climbing mechanics. Suddenly, ladders are invisible, elevators locked behind connections, and effort alone doesn't unlock new areas. You keep grinding, but the XP bar barely moves. Welcome to the Ambition Patch, where meritocracy is a myth. You start to learn the meta. Networking matters more than stats. Perception trumps precision, and burnout, it isn't a bug, it's baked into the design. You watch others speed run to executive tiers, while you're stuck rerunning side quests just to stay employed. Promotions come, but they cost mana, your health, your weekends, your sense of self. Still, you adapt. You learn soft skills, reading rooms, managing up, hiding fatigue with confidence shaders. You patch your expectations. Success isn't a single mountaintop. It's a jagged terrain with moving goalposts. You stop looking for cheat codes and start crafting workarounds. You learn when to push and when to pivot. And even when the system feels unbalanced, you keep showing up. Not for the rewards, but because building something that's yours is the only grind that ever felt worth it. Relationship patch. This patch doesn't arrive all at once. It trickles in. A quiet fix here, a bug squash there. Suddenly, you stop ghosting people when you're overwhelmed. You stop mistaking silence for safety. The tooltip in your mind finally updates. Being known is riskier than being liked, but also more rewarding. You start patching old behaviors. People-pleasing gets nerfed. Passive aggression, flagged as a red flag. You learn that real co-op play isn't synced moods, it's shared repairs. Disagreements don't mean disconnection, they mean debugging together. There are new tools: active listening, reflective statements, knowing when to pause instead of pounce. You gain access to boundary setting. Turns out it's not a firewall, but a bridge with gates. Trust gets updated too, not as blind faith, but as consistency over time. Fewer hotfixes, more stability. Relationships stop being performance zones and start becoming safe zones, where your avatar can glitch out, cry, restart, and still be welcomed, where you're not trying to earn love, but to exchange it. You realize connection isn't about perfect compatibility. It's about frequent patching, honest patch notes, and players who commit to logging in, even on laggy days. Midlife Patch. The Midlife Patch doesn't ask permission. It installs quietly, then reboots everything. Your goals stop loading the same way. Old ambitions feel like abandoned DLC. Projects half-finished, dreams that once lit you up now flicker. You open your menu and realize half the quests are expired. Some never mattered. Others were never yours. This update comes with new UI, reflections, recalibrations. It strips away fluff and forces a hard question. What's actually worth my energy? You've unlocked most systems, career, relationships, routines. But suddenly, mastery isn't the point, meaning is. And that's a different endgame entirely. You begin letting go, not from failure, but from freedom. The pressure to prove yourself gets uninstalled. The need to be everything to everyone, finally deprecated. You trade optimization for authenticity, speed for presence, status for significance. And what loads in its place isn't dramatic. It's quiet. Simple joys patch back into the HUD. Real conversations, time that stretches, love that holds without needing to perform. You stop chasing levels, start valuing legacy. Not what you leave behind, but what you live by. This isn't game over, it's just New Game Plus, with better gear, cleaner code, and no more fear of missing out on who you really are.